Well, this week, our Desmond Shaw is taking your requests. And in tonight's Look at This, he's over a big Spanish-style building on a huge spread of land east of Pasadena.
Well, take a look at this hillside building in Sierra Madre. This is Dolorosa Retreat Center, a beautiful and sprawling property in the foothills of the San Gabriel Valley that's been a place for peaceful reflection for 100 years. It belongs to the Passionist religious congregation, which traces its roots back to 18th century Italy. According to the LA Times, in 1923, a small group of Italian Passionist priests moved to LA from Northern California, and the following year, they bought an 80-plus acre ranch here that had previously been used as a tuberculosis hospital. They held their first retreat in 1926 under a Mort Bay fig tree, which is still on the property. They called it the Rubber Tree, and they used an old ranch house as a chapel and residences for the monks, but they tore it down in 1932 to build a magnificent monastery. It had 45 rooms, a bell tower, and 20-inch thick walls. But all that tranquility, well, it was flipped on its head during World War II. The Army commandeered facilities, and they dug trenches all over the place for weapons training at all hours of the day and night, and sick and wounded soldiers were housed in the monastery. It got so bad that when the war was over, the monks actually sued the Army for damages to their buildings and the wider property. But once all that was settled, they expanded their facilities by building this retreat center up the hill from the monastery in the 1950s. It has 78 rooms in all. Sadly, the monastery, well, it's been lost to history because in 1991, an earthquake damaged the building so badly that it had to be demolished. A memorial garden was installed in its place. Mater Dolorosa was initially founded for men's-only retreats, but they've long since opened their doors to people from many walks of life, from young adults to married couples, people recovering from addictions, and they have services in English and Spanish. There have been some controversies, though, recently regarding the property, because according to the Colorado Boulevard newspaper, in 2020, Mater Dolorosa's board of directors decided to sell some of their land to raise money to care for their aging priests and support its spiritual, educational, and community service missions. And like seemingly all housing projects these days, that generated quite a bit of backlash from nearby residents, and it got so contentious that it went to the ballot box in 2023. According to the Pasadena Star News, the measure to go forward with the city-approved housing plan for 42 homes passed voter muster, and as of this look, it appears land is being cleared for those new homes. But the retreat center isn't going anywhere, and to learn more about their services, retreats, and overnight accommodations and rentals, visit materdolorosa.org. Thanks to A.K. Hotman for telling me to check it out. Taking a look at this from SkyCal, I'm Desmond Shaw.
And if you'd like Desmond to take a look at something interesting in your neighborhood, just write us at lookatthis@cbs.com.